Welcome to AlexandNav.com as we're going through the best video games of 2015, and we're bringing you the best action game of 2015 here.
Action time.
1, 2, 3, action!
We need a thing.
Yeah, we do need a little clipper. Tristan, I'm going to start with you before you take a drink here.
Lots of action going on this year.
What was the best one for you?
Recently was Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Thought you were going to say Batman.
Yeah, like,
that's
the obvious thing.
Yeah, and then Assassin's Creed Syndicate, good action in there. Probably not on the same level as Batman Arkham Knight, though. But that was another level of action.
A different level of action.
Yeah. And yeah, Batman is high up there for me.
Batman's good. I think Rise of the Tomb Raider was pretty good.
Rise of the Tomb Raider was fun.
I actually liked Batman a lot. When outside of all the bullshit, I give Batman a bad rap, right? Like strip away all the DLC bullshit and all the monotonous side missions that I didn't get into. The core game from beginning to end was totally solid, and I enjoyed it. And I think at the time, I said I enjoyed it.
Is the combat good?
The combat's samey, and it doesn't feel as good as it used to feel because it's been ripped off so many times. But it's as tight as the previous two
I know,
games.
I've played games that are trying to do what it does, and it doesn't do it as good.
Like Mordor tried really hard last year, and it didn't do it as well.
Assassin's Creed kind of copied it.
That's what I was
Assassin's Creed was terrible
Awful,
copy.
yeah.
Terrible copy. So we should eliminate it because of that.
We got
Wolfenstein. You love that game.
I love that game, but that one I was referencing was just like the short 6-hour expansion game, which I had a lot of fun with, and there were a lot of good action moments in it.
Robot dogs.
Yeah, robot dogs.
Robot Hitler.
Yeah, he was there, and when you jumped in like the mech suit towards the end of the game, that was there. Pretty awesome stuff. I had a great time with it, and because I played that game, drove me to the first game.
What you didn't like?
No, I didn't finish it yet, but it's not on the same level for me.
It's such a different experience. It's a little slower, and this one, the Old Blood is like
a
faster, crazier.
The other
game.
one's better, but I think the one from this year was better.
It's your first Wolfenstein, so
in a long time. I played the original on PC way back.
The ones that looked like the Doom, like
pixel shooter.
Dude,
and in this game, you got some of that experience with different hidden secrets. You got to play like the classic every now and then. But overall, Batman is probably the best action experience for me as a whole.
I would take. We have Until Dawn on here. I don't consider that really an action game. It's
I was
horror,
looking at that. And
choose your own adventure.
Horror survival, right or no? Like
kind of a survival horror style thing.
Because you're losing.
Definitely survival because it's in your hands of who survives, really.
And I think when I did the list, I put Fallout 4 on there. It's a good action game, man, but like then you started describing like stuff that you play through and scenes like and experiences that you go through, and this is more like you just go into a big ass warehouse and you shoot the shit out of everything you see, which is fun. But those moments then like I've been playing Uncharted 3, where you experience like, oh my gosh, the train scene in Uncharted 2.
Yeah, or in Tomb Raider at the very beginning when you're climbing the mountain and it's falling apart and you're jumping, or you're fighting a bear. Like, there's just these things that are really cool. And different.
And like it makes you feel like you're Bruce Willis or you're like some action hero on this in this moment. And Fallout 4 is an action game like at its core, but it doesn't give those moments. It's more or less just like sneaking up, stealthing, or zapping dudes and stuff. Like it has
it doesn't have those big set pieces that we all
the Order though, that had the big set pieces and it had some beautiful stuff, but it also felt like when I was watching it like you go into like a arena combat almost.
It's all arena combat.
Some
the
of
same
that
enemies.
the really cool looking stuff you'd be forced to watch instead of actually contribute in the action.
The Halo 5 effect.
Yeah.
Where like the coolest stuff you don't get to
watch, like you're watching a movie. Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because there's a lot of stuff you see in there. You're like, oh man, I want to do that. And even the big battles, right, with the werewolves, they're just like quick time events essentially.
Yeah, dude.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm not, and that's what I thought. Like the Tomb Raider series and stuff was quick time events, but I was totally wrong. Like that's like actual cool stuff that you get to.
It does have some quick time events. But not like on the level of the Order.
Man, and then Mad Max had some awesome action moments and kind of some cool things going on, but...
I mean, just exploring that wasteland was pretty awesome. Getting caught in a snowstorm. You don't want to get caught in a snowstorm. Combat... I'm trying to remember back.
And car combat. I know it had car combat, but I don't know if it stands up to...
I mean, once you're on foot, the combat
Batmobiles, you know.
isn't that impressive.
Yeah, it's
And as far as if you're in a car, there's nothing to do with the Batmobile. Is actually a better
Dominates it.
experience
Mhm.
than that. Yeah, than the dune buggy. It's cool to drive around that dune buggy or whatever vehicle you have across wasteland if you're being chased by a bunch of guys and taking them out. That's fun, but it's very limited compared to Batman. You could have 8 different things, or in their boss battles, you have like an army coming at you sometimes. And while it wasn't a great experience, because that's the boss battle they threw at you, it was still kind of interesting to go through. Got repetitive after
After you
done
down
it a
30
couple
bad
times.
dudes. It seems pretty cool, man. So I think Assassin's Creed we can knock off Until Dawn. I think we're left with
Tomb Raider and Batman.
Tomb Raider, Batman. We knocked off The Order and Wolfenstein, right? Yeah.
I think so.
So Tomb Raider and Batman.
I would have to go Tomb Raider.
My experience is limited with Batman. What I've seen is awesome, like, shooting out of the Batmobile, landing in the Batmobile, like just those, sequences that put you into but Tomb Raider, man, like just like you feel like you're kind of going through the tombs, like
You feel like you're a part of this giant action movie, and it's just nonstop excitement.
Yeah, I hear you there. I mean, with Batman, it's fun to glide across the city, or you can drive across the city, whatever you want to do. Confront just bad guys along your way and take them out. Tomb Raider, going back to Batman, you can experience like the big action events during certain parts of the story. Tomb Raider feels like the entire thing is one thing after another of action.
nonstop, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It plays into that Uncharted kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm really thinking hard here.
Yeah.
What are you thinking on your interest?
We might have to. I love my Batman, but we might have to give the Rise of Tomb Raider.
Is that what you're thinking in your heart? Your heart of hearts, dude?
they're both high up there for me.
You talked about all the gadgets Batman has.
Yeah.
There's some fun gadgets.
The racing, the
Yeah,
story.
racing.
Which has a better story to you, Batman or?
Well, I haven't played through Tomb Raider yet. The Batman story was unique with the whole Joker angle. That was a lot of fun. That he was like a part of you the whole time.
That was actually really cool. The Joker popping up all over the place in the city, just like randomly as you're walking.
And
That opening sequence, wasn't it? Like an
So
opener
good
for-
in the diner. The first-person diner scene is really good.
I feel like Tomb Raider might have more action though in it.
Tomb Raider it is.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Tristan, you going with Tomb Raider?
That's my vote. Yeah.
Jason? It's a tough one, man.
It
lot
is
of
a really tough
explosions
one.
and shit too with Batman.
Because
and-
I give Batman a lot of shit, but I actually had a lot of fun playing that game, and I've had a lot of fun playing Tomb Raider also. Oh man,
I'm
feel
on
like
the fence.
I'm so on the fence right now. I wish you could sway me to Batman or something, Tristan.
I think it's deserving to give it Rise of Tomb Raider. Batman had some flaws, as we know, like being forced to be in that Batmobile tank a lot of the time kind of sucked.
Yeah, you know what? That is a good point, because driving up those little ramps and like pulling
That
things.
kind of took
Tomb
you out
Raider.
of the action.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
a
I'm on
lot, a
board.
lot of driving and a lot of
More driving, not as good. We already talked about how the boss battles kind of sucked.
Yeah.
All right, Tomb Raider. Easy
Tomb
enough.
Raider. All right, there you guys have it. For the best action game of 2015, AltonAv.com, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Lara Croft.
Yeah, congratulations, Laura.
Lara does it.